locker room. Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
So they're not going to be able to hear us?
They will hear you.
I can't get on here, so I don't have this share on. Just keep saying application. Do you have Nick's number? Good morning, South Jersey, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic as we broadcast live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern right here in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show and the Eagles tailgate party here at yesterday's. And Bobby, this is where we've been all season long, and why not end up here for the NFC Championship game?
Well, I'll tell you, Billy, this is, man, you know, we're in the end of January, and the Eagles this is great. You know what, man? Remember 17? How fun that was?
Yeah.
Man, this is great. We're going to have this for years to come, I think.
Yeah, Dave, Howie Roseman just won Executive of the Year. This team's set up to for the long haul. And that's hard in today's day and age, right? In today's football, Dave Klemic.
I mean, as long as they can keep everybody that's playing well paid enough and they can keep it under the cap.
Right, that's going to be the hard part.
You had a really good chance in 2016 with Peterson when he was like, you know, he had his guys together, but as soon as they want to get paid, they start leaving.
But you know what? They were able to keep Graham. I mean, I think didn't they restructure some of that?
Yeah, there's about 6 or 7 guys that are going to be free agents.
Yeah, but you know what though?
Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox.
Well, to be honest with you, I think Brandon Graham. I think he might
13 years into.
I think he might be done.
Jason
anyway.
Kelsey. All right, well, guess what? Let's not worry about that. Let's look forward to the game at hand because we got the.
I'm already talking next season.
Yeah, right. We got the 2 best teams in the NFC going at it today, and how appropriate that is, Dave.
I mean, right now, this game, and I have some bias, so I try to look. I lean my bias back, and I say, all right, if I wasn't biased, let me just ask somebody else who's outside of the. We had talked with Ricky Prohl this week, and I said, what do you think, Ricky? What do you think about these receivers? What do you think? He's been an NFL coach for a very long time, and now he's with the XFL. And I was like, what do you think about the Eagles? Just like an outside perspective, and he was like, you can't stop them. There's nowhere where you can stop this team. And I go, okay, because I just needed to hear that from somebody else.
Right.
They are so layered with receivers and running backs and quarterbacks, line, D-line, the defensive backs. It's just a lot for a rookie quarterback to handle in Philadelphia in this weather. I like the Eagles, and that's taking my bias out of it.
Right. We're here yesterday's in Marmora for the Eagles pregame show. This is NFL Eagles headquarters. It's been that way all season long. They got $3 Miller Lite drafts, $5 Miller Lite pitchers. They got specialty drinks. They got great food, jumbo. They got wings. The Nashville chicken sliders are the time for Christmas.
Awesome.
You like the nachos.
Oh, they're
right.
That. That's steak in there.
Come on down, because not only is this the NFL headquarters, this is the place to be for the Eagles, man. And this is the next best thing to being at the Linc.
Look at it, it's wide open.
Here yesterday,
all over the place.
And today, you got to be here to win. We're going to be giving away an Eagles jersey and an Eagles prize package to a lucky winner that is here in attendance. The Eagles jersey and prize package is provided by Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. They have the largest selection of Eagles team jerseys, clothing, hats, novelties in the tri-state area. You'll find the latest styles from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & S, 47 brands. So log on to fantreasures.com to shop from thousands of styles of your Eagles team gear and locate any one of their 12 Delaware Valley Pro Image and Fan Treasure locations. Now, Bobby Schweim, Johnny DiMaria. We grew up with Johnny DiMaria.
And it's funny how he's doing clothes,
right.
You're doing sports. I mean, you know what I mean? And think back to that, we had the puff basketball net in the house, you know.
You know, Dave, when my brother Bobby, our senior year in high school, 1980, all 4 of our sports teams went to their respective championships. The Eagles they played the Super Bowl against the Oakland Raiders, right?
Vermeil coaching, right?
Yep. The Phillies won the World Series against the Royals. The Sixers lost their championship, and the Flyers lost, I believe, to the Islanders that year.
But it was a magical year. But this year we got the Phillies, we got the Eagles, we got the Sixers look great.
Yeah, the Sixers look great last night. The Flyers shut out. They had 4-0 shutout.
We'll be going back there, huh?
Right? it would be a lot of fun. So we're going to be here giving away the great prize. We're going to get everybody's name and number and put it in the hat. And then at about 2 o'clock, we're gonna.
You got to be here to win. You got to be here to win.
You got to be here to win. Now, we got a great show lined up. We're going to be talking with Ed Barkowitz he's a contributing writer to the Inquirer, and he's going to be filling in for Scott Grayson with the keys to the game. Brought to you by Brill Pools, and then we'll talk to the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. Brought to you by Padula Masonry. So we'll have all that going on today. And we'll get everybody's take on the 49ers Eagles NFC Championship game that's kicking off at 3 o'clock at the Linc. People will be drinking at the Linc
again. I saw an article. I think they're already greasing the poles in Philly.
They said they've been doing that for like a week.
I don't understand. Why don't they just let them climb on the damn poles, man? I mean, this is huge for Philly. As long as they don't break anything, you know what I mean?
Now let's start talking, Dave, about some of the topical subjects during the week. The 49ers come in, won their last 12 games in a row. They're on a roll, but they haven't played anybody like the Philadelphia Eagles.
No, they're a lot to handle.
Right.
Like you're talking about a boxer that has all of the. Has every type of, or even I guess the UFC is a better example of that, where you're a full Swiss Army knife. If I can't beat you with the run, I'll beat you with the pass. If I'm not beating you, we're going to take it away from you on defense. It's a lot to handle, but the Niners are on a roll for sure. They have Christian McCaffrey, who is just,
you remind me of Christian McCaffrey, right? Doesn't he's got that blonde, that light color,
hair,
right?
Yeah.
He's a workout animal, right? Because Christian McCaffrey is as well, right?
I was just talking to Terry Bradway about him because when he was with him in Carolina, he goes, "You got to see the kid's humbleness and his work ethic. He embarrasses the other running backs because he shows up with zero attitude, with zero and just works his butt off, and he's so good at catching the ball out of the backfield. That's what I'm worried about.
You know what it looks like? It looks like he's happy to be with the Niners too. You know what I mean?
That's his hometown.
Well, he's home. He's back home,
and he's more comfortable there. And that's a concern. But he was watched this week with a boot around his or something on his calf all week long.
Yeah.
He's nursing something. So calf injuries are tough.
Well, Dave, you've told this numerous times to us that this time of year everybo's hurt.
Yeah,
right?
this is if you're not bumped and bruised,
calf injuries are tough. Bill.
Yeah,
I mean, if he restrains that at some point, that's a tough. You can't push off, man.
Yeah, I have closeness with the McCaffreys only because his dad Ed McCaffrey broke his leg in a game like I did.
Oh, was that right?
Tibia fibula fracture. His was a leg whip from a defensive end,
man.
but
he was a good player.
Remember he broke his tibia in the game when he was playing for
it.
Denver. And I remember getting to talk to him after one of the games because he would say, you're going to be okay. You can come back. And it wasn't as okay as him, but it was cool. His son was probably just born at that time.
How old are you, Dave? You don't even look
44.
Oh my God. I'm thinking you're in your 30s.
My wife's 30. My wife's 32. So I have to stay pretend I'm young. I have to get that Just for Men age 15 or whatever it is. Age 12. All
right, come on down to yesterday's in Marmora for Eagles pregame show. And, of course, this is the place to be it's the Eagles headquarters for the NFC Championship game. And you know what, Chuck Thompson from yesterday's told me, the general manager, he said this place will be packed this last Saturday night. I went to the game last Saturday night, but he said this place was off the hook.
Yeah, that's great. I was on the road, but I'm glad I'm home for this one. This is awesome.
This is the Eagles and the 49ers have only met up once in the playoffs. Before, and the Niners won in a wild card round in 1996, 14-0. We can throw all that out, right, Dave?
Of course.
That has nothing to do, any bearing on what we're doing here today.
We're in this time of year, too. I was going to say the weather is also playing against the 49ers who get really, they get the weather advantage, of having nice weather. When they come into somewhere it's 38 degrees, wind whipping, that's not going to help their hands. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like our chances.
Yeah,
today,
I was kind of hoping it would be a freezing cold, snowy day. But it's beautiful. It's going to be 50 degrees
to be
outside.
honest with you, Dave, I don't think today's weather is going to be a factor. It's going to be a beautiful day. Beautiful. It's going to be.
Might be a little louder because people can clap their hands and whistle right
Yeah,
there.
actually, it's really perfect football weather.
It's
You're going to be what, in the 40s? I mean, upper 40s.
50 degrees today, Bob.
Yeah, but I know. But as the sun goes down, it's going to get a little
Right,
chillier.
right,
I mean, but
right,
it's
right.
not. It's going to be perfect football weather. So
For us, if you're not
yeah.
used to it,
All right,
playing
and
indoors.
the 49ers and Brock Purdy is 7-0 in his first 7 starts this year.
Man, that's insane.
Is
this
that
guy.
unbelievable?
I think we're going to get to him today. I think we're going to introduce him to the East football.
So
league here, over
he's
here.
he's an Indiana State kid, or no, Iowa State kid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Now,
Iowa State.
one of my roommates when I was playing for the Chiefs was J.J. Moses, an Indiana State, Iowa State kid, and that school it's not a big school.
something.
The games probably pull about 15 to 20,000 people at a time, but they play big games. I'm just thinking that at this scale, with this much pressure, it's a lot for a rookie. You said that last week. It's a lot for a rookie.
It's a lot.
The kids, boys. But I'll tell you what. I think, like I said, the defense, the Eagles, the front four is just. I mean, those guys are. I mean, and they have so many people that they substitute in and out. These guys they're well rested, coming in and out, so they pin their ears back, and they're going. I think they're going to get to this guy today.
Brock Purdy went 10-13 on the road in college as a quarterback for the Iowa State team, college, and he was 10-13 on the road. And Brock Purdy is he's only played 2 road games so far as a San Francisco 49er.
Yeah.
So welcome to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
He's in for a rude awakening.
All right, so you have this is the only thing that worries me. You have Christian McCaffrey who can run routes like a receiver, and you have Deebo Samuel who is a receiver that
beast.
runs like a running back.
Yeah, he's a beast.
So that's what we're going to deal with today. It's the only thing that kind of confused. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen the type of. We haven't played against AJ Brown type of guy yet.
Right.
Deebo Samuel, and so those two things will be a factor today. If we can shut that down, we got the game won.
All right, we're broadcasting live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern, Marmora, for our Eagles pregame show. All right, come on down. We're giving away a Haason Reddick jersey. We're going to be giving away an Eagles prize package courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers. Come on down and join us here for the Eagles NFC Championship game. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shore to center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Folks, let me tell you about Lavari Seafood Bar and Grill, located at Route 50 and Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, just 8 minutes over to 34th Street Bridge. It's an old school bar. It's got 18 big screen TVs, daily specials open every day at 11 a.m., celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night, dollar wings, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday. Book a private party. Give Dave Lavari a call at 609-628-2225. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more Eagles pregame show live from yesterday's in Marmora on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the San Francisco 49ers later today in the NFC Championship game.
The Philadelphia Eagles have reached the NFC Championship game.
Pre-game coverage starts at 2 p.m. with all the play-by-play action starting at 3 p.m. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Rendezvous Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza, there's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza, Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes Corvette.
It's back! By popular demand, Bennett Chevrolet has brought back GM supplier employee pricing for everyone. That's right. Get to Bennett now. Pick out your new Chevy, and you'll pay what our supplier employees pay, and not 1 penny more. This is truly amazing, because other dealers are still charging MSRP or more. But Bennett isn't like most dealers. We've got GM supplier employee pricing for everyone on your new Chevy. Think about how much you'll save with Bennett when you pay GM supplier employee pricing compared to the other dealers charging MSRP and above. Plus, with rates as low as 2.99%, you'll save even more. And we're still paying record prices for trades towards any pre-owned in stock. Right now, get a minimum $7,000, even if your trade is total junk. Yes, at least $7,000. Imagine how much we'll pay for a trade that actually runs. And wait till you deal with our non-commissioned sales team. They're paid based on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, welcome into the locker room. Welcome back into the locker room with Billy Schweim, broadcasting live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern right here in Marmora for Eagles pregame show. This is Eagles headquarters, and this place is going to be rocking. It's the next best thing to being at the Linc, and we're going to get you fired up. Specialty drinks today, $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers. Come on down. They got the chicken sliders, nachos Bobby likes, and the wings.
Steak in there. Steak. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really
I'm
good.
going for that today.
Dave Klemic, we always say when we're talking about teams that have met before that it really doesn't matter what happened years prior. But in this particular case, last year the Eagles met the 49ers in week 2. And they lost. The 49ers won 17-11. There's still players that played on that team. They didn't have Christian McCaffrey, but it is a little relevant, or no?
You're taking the words out of my mouth, because you've heard me say this. Well, I do think the teams could be completely different, and then your coaches could be completely different. But if you have coaches there, the scheme stays the same, and they try to almost mimic the players that they had when they were successful.
Right.
So like if you'll see, like when they have a little kind of like a white boy receiver, they'll put that same guy in there. It looks almost the same.
Familiarity,
right.
You may put, those type of players in there, so you know that they're going to do and keep, even if it's a different team, they're trying to make it almost look familiar. So yeah, I think that case, it's not far enough away. You can look back.
You can look back and see this is what they did. This is what they
did.
So
here's the thing, though, Bill. You know when you play a team like the Giants and the Dallas Cowboys, they know what they've seen each other so many times. Like I said, these guys, there's not much familiarity going on with these guys, right?
They played them last year.
Yeah, but that was a year ago, dude.
Right. I mean, it's only 1 year removed, and all right, Brock Purdy wasn't a team. Christian McCaffrey. Other than that, they're pretty much the same team.
Yeah, some things here it could make a sense, but your coach's scheme, they're still looking at. But Sirianni wasn't there.
Yeah,
so
I think
it's totally different.
Right.
I think you could throw that out right there. To be honest with you,
the 49ers are 15-0. When tying or winning the turnover battle.
Well, that's key for any game.
So that's anybody. They're
0-4
when losing the turnover battle. So you see how important protecting the ball is, Dave Klemic.
That's the first time I ever even heard of that. Coach Vermeil started saying how we're going to do all these drills to take balls.
Yeah, sure.
Because if you win the turnover battle, you statistically should win the game by 80% or whatever. There's all these crazy stats. And
I just don't think. I think that it's going to be such a great game because these players really don't know each other. You know what I mean? It's not like they're playing the Giants, or the Cowboys, or
right.
The
all right. So looking at the Eagles, the 49ers schedule, I should say, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 common opponents, and the 49ers lost to Chicago in Week 1, 19-10. We beat Chicago 25-20, but that's the game that Jalen Hurts was injured, right?
What week was that, Bill?
That was the first week
of the season. So that's
when
basically
they lost Chicago. They lost the.
Okay, so we all agree that that's like still the first 3 games of the season are preseason,
right?
So you got to throw that one out.
Right. So we both beat the Arizona Cardinals. All right, both teams they beat the Cardinals 38-10. And we beat them 20-17. Remember, that was a close game.
Right.
New Orleans, they shut out New Orleans 13-0. We lost to New Orleans 20-10. I don't know. Does that mean anything to you, Dave Klemic?
It does to me.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some meaning in that.
That makes sense.
All right. How about looking at this schedule, Bobby? The NFC East was beginning of the season. People said the NFC East is going to be the weakest, when in fact it was the strongest, because if you look at the teams that made the playoffs, 3 teams from the NFC East made it. Nobody from the NFC West made it.
You know what?
The 49ers.
You know what impresses me about our defense?
I think our schedule was harder than theirs, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think so too. The fact that we were able to shut down Barkley last week. I mean, he had that one big run. Other than that, and I think that goes a long way with me. I mean, he's a beast. I mean, was he squat like 600-700 pounds? I mean, that guy's a beast. We shut him down.
He's the best that we have in the NFL right now. And we just
does that mean anything to you, Dave?
It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. And matter of fact, who else did we shut down? Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry.
He could do it. The thing is, he's a different back. He's a get the ball out of the backfield in the.
I'm worried about Debo. I'm worried about Debo.
They're both like running
who was
backs.
that receiver that we had? He played for the Seahawks a couple of years ago.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
he torched them.
He torched us.
By the way, so the 49ers are 20th against the pass. Okay. I mean, if there's any weakness that they have, it's
well. That's what we were just listening to this. Like the receivers that we have now, we've took out like Quez Watkins could have a huge.
He
game
could.
Right
he
now
could be a sleeper
because he's so fast, and he's just going to scream down the sidelines. Those defensive backs aren't ready for that type of a depth. And then you have to add in that Hurts go just run it. If we get to like a 3rd and short.
Yeah,
and we go to a pass, he's just going to run it. I mean, he'll run you over. It's too much for these defenses.
By the way, just use Swiss Army knife. Is that what you say? I think you're absolutely right with that. Seriously, Gainwell, he ran for over 100 yards. I mean, seriously, I mean that's insane.
All right, this is the first time that 3 teams in a division made the divisional round since 1997. So, I mean, the NFC East was a tough division to play, and I don't think the 49ers, they don't know what they're in for. They're gonna see a ferocious defense today, and I don't know if Brock Purdy, as well as he's played,
you know what they got to do? They got to get to him.
He hasn't played in front of a raucous crowd like people are going to be at the Linc today.
I saw, I saw this thing about Brock Purdy last week, and he's a cute kid, He's a real happy-go-lucky kid, kind of like myself.
His family shows up, the whole mom and dad and everything.
And those guys are going, and LeBron James tweeted about him and stuff like that. Like, Purdy could play. And he was like genuinely excited. I think they have to bring him back to reality.
Bring him back to earth.
Sack him a few times now. No one could do that better than the Eagles this year. What do we have? 70+ sacks.
Yes.
NFL 3rd best in the NFL history.
Yeah.
In this era, which is even. I think the last time they had 70 sacks was the Giants back in the 90s or whatever. But anyway, we get at the quarterback and he's going to.
So are we going to confuse him with zone?
Well, you know what? So Gannon's MO is he doesn't blitz, right? He lets the front 4. By the way, we had led the league in sacks, over 75 sacks.
They got to chase him. They got to force him into making situations that he's not comfortable making.
I think if they hit him a couple times, that is going to, like I said, he hasn't seen what he's going to see. This is the first time all year.
Hardly anybody gets to see a Haason Reddick who runs a 4.3 in his 40-yard dash, and he'll run around a blocker.
And then you got Sweat on the other side, right? I mean,
is he healthy right now?
Yes, everybody's healthy.
Nobody was on the injury. Everybody was ready to go. They were off the injury report. All right, so number 1 defense versus the number 2 defense. Their defense is number 2 against the rush. We're tied for 16. There's 75 sacks this year.
We're tied
third
for,
most
say that
in the
again,
NFL.
Bill. We're tied for what?
16 against the rush. Now we're number
Really?
one against the pass.
Really?
And
I didn't think
overall,
that
we get the
low.
second best defense in the league. But I think we're the best defense in the league.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
if they can shut down Barkley, I think we'll be able to shut down McCaffrey. But like I said, I think this Debo
75 sacks, Bob, third most in NFL history. So there you go. That'll tell you what they're going to be dealing with. All right.
Right.
We're going to be giving away an Haason Reddick jersey today. You got to be here to win. Come on down and register. We also have an Eagles prize package, courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. They've been providing the
Johnny DiMaria.
Johnny DiMaria dressing everybody up, looking good in their Eagles gear. They have the largest selection of Eagles team jerseys, clothing, hats, novelties in the tri-state area. You'll find the latest styles from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. Log into fantreasures.com.
Well, give out the people get on the see us
Well,
on the computer.
we're broadcasting live on my YouTube channel, The Locker Room Billy Schweim. You can see Dave Klemic and Bobby Schweim.
I like my
sitting
Eagles shirt today. I like
inside
my
of
Eagles
us.
shirt there.
So we're ready to go here. I want to remind people that the first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call our good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the mainline, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the mainline, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime at motml.com. Now, I want to remind people, if you're on your way to the Eagles game, stop over at Blitz's Market to get your Eagles game day meal discounted. Get a turkey or Italian hoagie for just $5 when you mention the locker room. Get down to Blitz's all season long at 21st and Asbury Avenue. Blitz's now has online ordering at blitzesmarkets.com, or give them a call at 609-399-9983. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Ed Barkowitz from the Philadelphia Inquirer.
Nice.
He'll be filling in for Scott Grayson with the keys to the game. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and former Kansas City Chief wide receiver Dave Klemic as we broadcast live from yesterday's in Marmora right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, this is Josh Hennig inviting you to join the 97.3 ESPN team at Casey Ray's Sports Bar and Pub in Vineland, New Jersey, this Sunday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the ultimate Eagles tailgate party. We will have prize giveaways, and come check out the drink specials all game long, courtesy of Jameson Irish Whiskey and Absolute Vodka. So join us this Sunday at Casey Ray's Sports Bar and Pub on Landis Avenue in Vineland from 12 to 2 p.m. and cheer on the Birds to victory.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Call and again and again. Call and again and again.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. and talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in New Jersey, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at BofA.com/New Jersey. Bank of America NA, member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't catch me speeds. Plus, get the best price for 2 lines of unlimited, saving you 45% over Verizon. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Learn more, or now through March 21st, get started for $30 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile for 2 full years with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/faster, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Xfinity Internet required. Compares 2 Xfinity Mobile Unlimited intro lines and 2 Verizon 5G Welcome Unlimited lines. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Data thresholds and actual speeds may vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
All right, we're back here at yesterday's in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. It's the Eagles and the 49ers in the NFC Championship game.
Ed's got a green jersey
This
on
is
today.
Eagles headquarters. And we even have Eddie B, who's a Giants fan, is now wearing an Eagles shirt.
I think he's figured it out. You know what I mean?
Come on down, because we're going to be giving away an Haason Reddick jersey and a Eagles prize package courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. You got to be here to win, so come down. This is Eagles headquarters. They'll every time during the season, during the week, every Sunday during the regular season, we get the keys to the game with Scott Grayson. But today, Scott Grayson is out of the country. So today we have Ed Barkowitz from the Inquirer. He's a contributing writer for the Inquirer. The keys to the game is sponsored by Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom Gunite pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool at a Van Brill Pool and ask for Mike Van Brill and tell them the Locker Room sent you. Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome the contributing writer to the Philadelphia Inquirer and a good guy, Ed Barkowitz. Good morning, Ed.
Get ready, man.
No, Ed, man. Ed, Bobby, Ed's out in Las Vegas.
Okay.
All right, so he's getting up awful early for us, doing a little extra work. But, Eddie, we are all set. The Delaware Valley, the South Jersey area, Delaware Valley, everybody's ready to go. Oh, my God. Jeez. Well, Ed, my brother even alluded to the fact that they're greasing the poles in Center City in anticipation of a big Eagles victory. Yeah. He beat the grease. Oh my gosh, Ed, we're getting ready for this game, and everybody's like I said, the anticipation is so thick you can taste it. I mean, it's just like people are just. We've been waiting for this all season long. And we're joined. Dave Klemic, former wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs, is here with us too, Ed. But you wrote an article in the Inquirer Daily News, everything you need to know about the 49ers game. And the first thing I want to address with you, Ed, is you think the time zone, like Purdy, it's the first time he'll be playing East this year. and only his third road game. He doesn't know what he's in for with the crowd at the Linc. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, make him move his feet. You know, the Niners have won their last 12 games, and they are 7-0 with Brock Purdy under center, but they're also 12-1 since Christian McCaffrey showed up. So they've got Brandon Ayuk, they've got Deebo Samuel, so they got some, and of course, don't forget Kittle. They've got some pretty good weapons on offense.
My question for you is, I have what would you do? Would you blitz him a lot more and put the pressure on him? Or would you say, go back into coverage and let him beat you with his arm here? I don't know. Like, what do you think?
You got that right. Got to be here to win. We're giving away an Haason Reddick jersey and a Eagles prize package, among a few other things. You got to be here to win. Come on down to yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora. All right, let's do this, Ed. Yeah,
He does.
He sure does. Yeah.
That's a good observation.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Ed, this time of the show, we get it's called The Keys to the Game with Ed Barkowitz, sponsored by Brill Pools and Spas. All right, Ed, give us 3 keys to the game for an Eagles victory.
That's good. I like that. I like that. Those keys, I think they're perfect right there because the matchups, it's execution. Bosa,
right.
Against Mailata. I you know what? I don't think too many people have thought about that, Ed. I think that's astute right there.
That's why we have them on, Bobby. All right, Ed, give us your prediction for today's game.
Wow.
23-20.
Wow.
Ed Barkowitz. Yo, Eddie, so how about the Eagles have what? 8 Pro Bowlers. They have what? 6, I believe. And so, I mean, this is a pretty star-studded game, man.
I said the same thing. I thought a big factor would be a big Quez Watkins play today because all eyes are on A.J. Brown. So I do think that Quez will come up with a deep play because everyone's going to play aggressive on those and try to.
And of course, the 49ers are 20th against the pass. So I mean, if there's one area we can exploit them is throwing the ball down the
faced a
field.
Hurts style quarterback. I mean, you know what I mean? This guy Hurts. I don't think they've seen anything like Hurts.
And by the way, Ed, last year when A.J. Brown was with Tennessee, he played against the 49ers. He had 11 receptions for 145 yards and a TD. So I guess it would have been Tannehill, right? Yeah, Tannehill.
Who's not mobile.
Yeah. See, I don't think Ed. I really don't think they're going to be able to stop our offense. There's
That's
no
what
way. I mean, you got the RPO, right, Dave? You got all the weapons. A.J. Brown. We have two number one receivers. If you think about
if
it,
we execute the way we have, I mean, there's no stopping them, right? I mean, I don't know what the over under is, but
I think it's 48.
I'm saying it's going to be over that. You know,
you kind of look from the outside in, and if you were another team looking at the Eagles, we're going to be extra critical because we get into all the minutia and metadata. But if you were another team looking at the Eagles, you go, they're scary.
Yeah,
they're scary. Every one of my friends that I talk to, just the Eagles are scary. They can just beat you everywhere. So
one last note, Dave, Ed, before we let you go, I thought it was pretty cool the way Nick Sirianni, Dave, was sticking up for Jonathan Gannon. On the podium, he was like going off, like, how come he doesn't get respect from the local radio stations?
Oh,
I don't know, Bill. That's an interesting question, but
apparently he's coming back, right, Ed?
Yeah.
All right, Ed Barkowitz, we really appreciate you getting up a little extra early for us today. Yeah, I know you're out in Vegas, but you're gonna be watching the game out there. Is that correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ed Barkowitz, as always, we really appreciate it. Let's go, Birds. Thank you, Ed.
See you, man.
They're the keys to the game with Ed Barkowitz. Is sponsored by Van Brill Pools and Spas. They've been installing custom Goodnight pools for over 40 years. Give them a call at 1-800-355-POOL or visit vanbrillpools.com. Stay cool in a Van Brill pool and ask for Mike Van Brill and tell him the locker room sent you. All right, we're broadcasting live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern on Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. Come on down. This is the place to be. $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers. They got specialty drinks. Of course, the food's great. They got wings, the sliders, the Nashville chicken sliders are to die for, and the nachos grande, Bobby legs. So come on down. Plus, you got to be here to win. We're giving away an Haason Reddick jersey, all right, and an Eagles prize package courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Log on to fantreasures.com and to shop for thousands of styles. And Johnny DeMarie told me he's with Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. The headquarters is up on the Pike, up there, I think, Runnymede. If the Eagles win tonight, their store will be open at 6:30, and he said they'll be sold out of their stuff by like 11 o'clock at night.
No, I've noticed everyone's wearing those the old Kelly green right now.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me! Look at I love it.
Our intern Andrew Leeds has got the old school thing. Hey, listen, the prize package is great too. It's an Eagles beanie, it's Eagles pint glasses, and a rally towel. It gets you all set for the game. All right. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection, professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to Center City and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900. Hey, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they'll have private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-910-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number 1. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic as we broadcast live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora. Let's go Birds, right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Later today, it's the championship round of the NFL playoffs as we bring you a special doubleheader. Hi, this is Scott Graham. First, the top 2 seeds in the NFC square off when the Eagles host the 49ers. Then it's the Chiefs and the Bengals in the AFC title game for the second straight year. Who will advance to Super Bowl 57 in Arizona? Tune in to find out. Hear the playoff picture unfold right here.
Listen to the championship round of the NFL playoffs this Sunday, exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number 1.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Good news, New Jersey. More residents are getting quality, affordable health coverage through Get Covered New Jersey. Established by Governor Murphy, Get Covered New Jersey offers increased plan choices and more savings than ever. Open enrollment is here. If you need health insurance, now is the time to enroll. 9 in 10 people get financial help for plans that include preventive care, prescriptions, emergency services, and more. And many pay $10 a month or less. Find your plan at getcovered.nj.gov.
Paid for by government.com.
The 1921 to 1935 Silver Peace Dollar, a true American classic, and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It has been over 85 years since these silver dollars were minted for circulation. But now, for a limited time only, full pound bags of original U.S. government-struck silver dollars are being released to the public. That's right. You can own a full pound of 1921 to 1935 original silver dollar coins, all in very good collector condition, with fully visible dates and mint marks. Guaranteed. Call 1-800-514-6468 now to secure collector-grade U.S. silver dollars by the pound, minted during the Roaring '20s and the Great Depression. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack valued at over $25 free with every order. Call 1-800-514-6468 now to secure your full pound of United States silver dollars before they are gone. That's 1-800-514-6468. 1-800-514-6468.
338.
Are you ready for some football? Make sure you reach for easy enjoyment and stock up on Bud Light for this weekend's big games. And visit budlight.com/NFL for a chance to win awesome NFL prizes. Must be 21 or older to enter and can enter multiple times. Football starts with Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here at yesterday's in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. This place is going to be packed today. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we're giving away a Haason Reddick Eagles jersey Eagles prize package, courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Come on down. $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers, specialty drinks. We have the Philly Special, the Eagles green tea, Cowboy Tears, Touchdown Mule, etc. They got it going on. This is the place to be. This is NFL Eagles headquarters.
I love this place.
And it's been
This
here.
is
great, man.
It's a great setup.
Listen, the crowds have been great.
Look at this sign. Fly Eagles Fly. Look at that, Bill.
Look at that.
What other bar has that? Look at that. That's awesome, man.
All right. News comes out earlier this week that the defensive end Charles Omenahu got himself a little trouble.
Well, and Dave will speak to this, but I mean, every little thing is blown up in these situations. It's a distraction. I don't know how much that plays into it, but what if one of our fans, some of the fans hear about it and start screaming stuff, and the other players hear it? Man, that's a distraction. I don't know if it's anything that big of a deal, but to the players.
He's got a domestic violence rap on him or something.
Well,
like that?
he's accused of it. I don't, who knows? But it's a distraction.
Huge distraction. Those things are like if it takes your eyes off the prize. It's like exactly what it's the opposite of what you want.
Right.
It's what we would want. I hate to say that that's a good thing for us.
Right.
But if somebody's distracted, for sure.
Yes.
That's for sure. And we have a kind of a cool, I just want to bring this up because I love Brian Dawkins.
Yeah.
He's the honorary captain.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So they have a distraction and we have a motivator.
Yes.
If Brian Dawkins was to talk to me and my team before a game, like I got so he's the honorary captain today.
Right.
And that's gonna give him a little lift.
By the way, the other night, I think it was Friday night. I heading to go to bed around 10 o'clock. Shut her down early because a big show on Saturday. As I get into bed, there's a pro football. It's on ESPN. The pro football
30 for 30 football life.
No, not 30 for 30 player.
He's 60 or something.
Pro football life.
Football life.
A football life.
Yeah,
yes.
They had the Eagles. They had Michael Vick. They had Randall Cunningham, and then they had Brian Dawkins.
Get you pumped up. Get you pumped up.
I couldn't sleep. I was laying in bed, fired up, man.
Yeah, he's like a motivational speaker, but like I know even the Eagles and just knowing.
So you think Dawkins coming in is going to get these?
I think the first drive is going to be a score because the Eagles are going to be like, oh my gosh.
So I had a chance to interview him we were over at the Maxwell Award of last year, and he was there, and I went over to interview him, and I was intimidated by his just. While he was sitting there, he was so intense in the interview. I've never seen anything like it.
Do you remember? Were you around during the draft? They had the draft here, and
oh no, I wasn't. I was. Yeah,
I went.
You take my boys to that.
Yeah, I went to that. Yeah,
and Jaworski was great up there. Brian Dawkins gets up, and the city just jumped up, and everyone's doing jumping jacks and flipping out. So I'm excited that he's the honorary captain.
I'm going to speak to the travel issue because I travel cross country.
Oh, by the way, real quick. Jerry Rice is the 49ers honorary captain.
Yeah. Hey, I want to speak to the travel because I crisscross the country. Of course, I'm older now, but you're no picture of health, Bobby.
For people that don't know this,
let me tell you something. It's tough.
You look tired, Bob.
Well, I just crisscrossed the country, Bill. So the thing is. Your sleeping habits. They got here
right.
They got here yesterday. When I landed yesterday, I saw their jet there. They took a United 777. I saw it sitting over by the Signature facility. Right? Yes. Yeah. So I saw it. So it's a big, comfortable plane. But they just got here.
757, Bob, or was it
777?
Oh, triple.
It was a
they
triple.
Flew a
777, and it's sitting
over
there.
They had their emblem on the wing.
No, it's a United. It said it was a United.
Right. Okay.
But anyway, so. There's especially when you go West Coast, East Coast, you lose the time. 3 hours. Okay. It messes up your sleep cycle. I don't care if they're only here for, 48 hours. It's going to have an effect. It has an effect on me. Of course, I'm a little older, a little not in shape, but it doesn't matter. These guys are they're machines and they go to bed, they eat, they're on a regimen.
Right.
So when you're taken out of that, I'm telling you, your cycle messes up and you just don't adjust that quickly.
I agree 100%. There's a reason why home games are
right.
advantages.
Right.
I mean, they're not coming from 2 time, the central time zone.
Right.
They're coming 3 time zones away.
So let me ask you this question, Dave. They're 7 at Brock Purdy 7-0. They're 12-1, I guess, with Christian McCaffrey. They're on a roll. But now they're coming all the way back. Does that have an effect mentally? We got to go all the way out to what are the players?
So you lose a day of preparation.
Yeah,
if you ever looked at it on NFL's, their schedule, their itinerary.
Right.
It's travel day is nothing but travel. It's like they set the day for travel. It doesn't say meeting here. It's travel day.
Just travel day.
So you just do that. So what's one day of preparation that we get that they don't get?
Right.
So that you're right. Even if it had nothing else to do with anything else, they lose a day of preparation.
Just the fact that when I on the reverse, when I go east to west, all of a sudden I got this extra time. I'm kind of out of whack because now I don't want to go to sleep.
But you're still awake though.
Yeah, it's just I'm telling you.
So you think it's harder coming back east or going west?
No, I think it's harder coming east for them. They lose time.
I would take because we were in Kansas City. We were the same.
Right. Yeah, I would rather go east to west and play as opposed to coming this way.
Okay. All right, man. We're down here at yesterday's in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. This is Eagles headquarters, and this place is going to be packed today. We're giving away a Haason Reddick jersey. Got to be here to win. An Eagles prize package, of course, $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers, specialty drinks, great food, and more. It's the locker with Bobby Schweim, former Eagles former Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic. I want to put him on the Eagles.
He'll be our Christian McCaffrey.
It's the locker with Billy Schweim right here. Yesterday's in Marmora. Eagles pregame show. Come on down and enjoy the Eagles. Big game today. Big game. Stay with us on 97.3 ES.
This is the home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the San Francisco 49ers later today in the NFC Championship game.
The Philadelphia Eagles have reached the NFC Championship game.
Pre-game coverage starts at 2 p.m. with all the play-by-play action starting at 3 p.m. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Everyone knows time is money, so don't wait weeks for the IRS to send out your tax refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt instead for up to $3,500 with a no-interest, no-fee tax refund advance loan. With up to $3,500, you could bring home the bacon and bring it home today. Money now instead of later? That's worth its weight in gold. Don't wait weeks for your refund. Go to Jackson Hewitt today. For eligible clients, loans by Republic Bank and Trust Company. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Dr. Trudy Fleer here with the 5G Home Recovery Podcast. Let's talk about mobile users getting priority over T-Mobile home internet users, shall we? You don't know them. Why should they take your internet? I get it. We're raised to share, but always coming in second, paying to be taken advantage of? No, thank you. With Xfinity, there's only one priority, and that is YOU. So come on, people, say yes to Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/TMOFax.
Now through March 21st, new customers can get 400 megabits per second internet. It's all just $30 a month with a 2-year rate guarantee and no annual contract when you add Xfinity Mobile at regular rates. Go to xfinity.com/TMOFax, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
As a Walgreens pharmacist, I talk with people all the time about little tips and tricks for filling their Medicare prescriptions, like taking advantage of Walgreens 90-day refills to save them a trip, or using Refill by Scan, which is super easy and right on your phone. And for anybody worried about prescription costs, I say, hey, we got you, with low-cost copays on many medications.
Let's talk about making things easier. Walgreens is here. Fill your way and save at walgreens.com/Medicare. See pharmacists for restrictions and exclusions.
This is the radio home for Eagles playoff football with the legendary voice of the Eagles, Merrill Reese and Mike Quick, calling all the play-by-play action.
Here comes the rush. They've got him. Sack number 1. Haason Reddick.
Wow. Philadelphia Eagles football on 97.3 ESPN is brought to you by
the D'Amato Law Firm, the Piccalilli Inn, First Bank of Sea Isle, EMT Solar and Roofing, Jersey Shore Federal Credit Union, Jenkins Plumbing and Heating, GMS Law, Cape Regional Health System, Sun Valley Pool, BMW of Atlantic City, Boardwalk Honda, and Clark's Moving and Storage.
This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
97.3 ESPN FM is your official home in South Jersey for Eagles football.
We know sports.
10-5 touchdown!
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City, a town square media station.
Red 83!
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy. What's happening, buddy?
Bon Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schweim.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Get me off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schweim.
All right, welcome back into the locker room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and former Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Dave Klemic as we broadcast live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora for Eagles pregame show. Of course, this is the place to be. This is Eagles headquarters. $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers, Eddie B, Sean, the bartenders. It's going to be a great day. We've got great food down here. The wings are to die for. The chicken sliders, I know Bobby likes the nachos. We're also going to be giving away an Eagles Haason Reddick jersey. Got to come on down here, put your name in the hat. We got an Eagles Haason Reddick jersey and a Eagles prize package courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Johnny DiMaria, Bobby, our good friend. We've known Johnny DiMaria since we were like, what, third grade, second grade,
man.
And it's amazing the relationships that you make when you're young. They come back.
Well, we hadn't seen him in a long time.
Yeah,
right.
Well, does anybody not know that? Well, I always say Billy's like 1 in a million. Have you ever met Billy Schweim? He's 1 in a million. He's not. He's 2. Because he's got his brother. They're twins, and he walks in today, and you sit down in the chair. I go, oh, I didn't know you were coming on today. So I was like, you're sitting in the wrong seat. It's crazy. They're identical twins. So.
All right, we're gonna have a blast out here. This place is gonna be packed. Chuck Thompson and the crew has this. This is just as good as being at the Linc, Bob. Yeah, man. And the volume would be up, and when the Eagles score here yesterday's, the crowd goes nuts. And everybody's singing the fight song. And did the Chiefs have a fight song, Dave? Do you remember that? Did they?
No, you know what? They all do that, like Florida State.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They call it Chiefs Kingdom. That's new. That wasn't there when I was there. That was a new thing. Doesn't even make sense.
Nah, you got a
Chiefs
song,
Kingdom.
Right?
It's the Chiefs and the Kingdom.
Did the Niners don't have a song? Do they?
I don't know.
They drink wine at the
they do.
stadium, right?
I've been to the Stick. I've seen the 49ers when they were at the Candlestick Park, and I've also seen the San Francisco Giants at the new stadium and at the park, Candlestick Park. And I remember they have wine stations. People were drinking wine with their pinky out at the football game.
Yeah. Well, the Linc, they're actually making everybody sit down now, which is
really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Well, with the exception, I was there last week, and I got to be honest with you, we stood the whole game.
Yeah.
And the reason why, it's a playoff game.
Yeah, how are you going to make people sit down, though,
Well,
man?
Bob, here's the thing. here's the thing: the Eagles got up to such a great start and were so dominating in the first half. By the second half, it was just a party. You weren't even like paying attention. Everybody's like going nuts, like cheering, and they're paying attention. But I mean, it was like a party in the stands. It was Saturday night in Philadelphia. People have been drinking all day.
I was going to say, if the grease poles don't work, I mean, because they're still up on the poles, right? They're climbing those things even with the grease on it, right? How are they going to make people sit in their seat?
That means you're truly betting on your team. If you're out there spending the time to have people go out and grease the pole, you believe that you're going to win.
All right. And speaking of believing your team's going to win, the line has moved. It's now the Eagles are -3, and the over and under is coming down to 45.
See, that's crazy, man. I'm thinking I'm going a high scoring game is what I'm thinking.
Well, maybe because I guess people are starting to taking the Niners or taking the Eagles and Niners.
And 3 points, that's the home field advantage right there. So it's a wash.
So here's a little stat for you, Dave Klemic, that I thought pretty interesting. When the 49ers face a team that has a mobile quarterback, they're 0-3. Justin Fields, Marcus Mariota, and Patrick Mahomes are the Chiefs. So we have a mobile quarterback, don't we, Dave Klemic?
I think
that's a huge
the most mobile, healthy quarterback in the NFL right now.
Oh, that's a huge stat.
Isn't that a huge stat?
I like that stat.
You like that stat?
That's a great stat.
That's not even
Way to go, Andrew. Give him some pub, Billy. Give him some pub, would you?
That's Andrew Leeds handing me great stats. No, I mean, so there's a dynamic that Jalen Hurts presents to defense. You can't concentrate on all of them.
Yeah.
Right? You try to stop the run, you're going to get burnt deep.
He's done it. He's done it. He'll pass for 300-400 yards, or he'll run for 150 yards.
He's got a great arm, and his accuracy is there. I'm telling you, man, triple threat, Army Swiss knife, just like you said, Dave, and his pedigree. His dad's a coach, right?
Yeah,
this guy he's like a coach on the field.
Nick Bosa even said that it's their kryptonite. A mobile quarterback is the 49ers kryptonite. He has what did he have? 18 sacks this year.
Yeah,
Nick Bosa, he's a beast.
Nick Bosa's scary. I want you to watch how he lines up offsides almost every single play. They have to back him up all the time. I'll bet you they call him in this game.
You think he's going to get him? They're going to get him to jump a little bit. You know what's funny too? His 3-point stand and his legs really back, like
super low. Yeah,
it's like a track guy coming off the blocks. You know what I mean? He's like I said, interesting matchup with him and Mailata today. I mean, that's
so he does that to get under the arms of tall linemen, and Mailata's what 6'8", 6'7",
he's huge.
So he's going to have to push down to get him.
I'll tell you what, I don't think he's faced anybody like him. No, I'll tell you what, I'm really surprised the line's 3, Bill. I'm shocked.
Well, what do you think it should be?
Well, I think four.
Really?
Yeah, that's a wash with the home field advantage.
The 49ers have the best defense in the league. I mean, they're number 1 defense in the league for a reason, Bob.
Yeah.
Although I got to say, looking at their schedule, I mean, who do they play? I mean, the Rams aren't. In the beginning of the season, the Rams were the reigning Super Bowl champions. But they didn't. They were not.
They were hungover this year.
Carolina is Atlanta's nothing. The only team that I see on here is Kansas City. Really, in Seattle. I mean, in Seattle's not that. They swept the Seattle. Although Seahawks 3 games this year.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the Seahawks outperformed this year. I think. You know, I mean, they were better than what I thought they were going to be. The coach did a good job. I think isn't he up for coach of the year?
I think Dayball from the Giants won. Howie Roseman got the executive of the year.
Okay,
so getting the accolades.
That would be that's like a buildup of a couple years because like you have to put the team we have together now.
Yes.
So I said this last week that the most complete team I've seen since the 2016 Atlanta Falcons that lost to the Patriots. Remember how stacked they were?
Yeah, right.
Receivers, running back. Matt Ryan was playing at like an unbelievable level. They were like, it was like Drago versus Rocky. That was what that was.
Right.
And that's who the Eagles are right now.
All right, the Jalen Hurts is the first player in NFL history with 3,000 yards plus passing, 700 yards plus rushing.
Wow.
20 TDs and more, plus or 20 TDs or more, 10 TDs rushing, less than 10 interceptions.
Wow.
First player in NFL history to do that.
I've known a little bit about Jalen Hurts for a while because my coach, Chip Smith, coached him. And he goes, wait till you see this kid. Wait till you see his transition to the NFL. Now, he's worked with all the guys, Heisman Trophy winners, like dozens of them. everybody from Urlacher, Champ Bailey, all these things. This kid has better intangibles and better tool set than anybody I've ever seen in my life, and he's had them all. Like,
he says all the right things.
He does.
In the press room or when he's getting interviewed. He's got this calmness to him. He's like
he's focused.
He's cerebral, if you will.
Yes.
Right?
It's like it was like he was bred for this moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When the Mannings interviewed him too, it was one of the coolest.
I missed that. I missed that. Yeah, I wish I would have seen that.
They're trying to get him to get out of his shell and
is that right?
he was making them all like come back to earth.
When was that on, Dave? I missed that.
It was a cool thing. They interviewed him, and he was just, and they were trying to get him to talk about himself, and he wouldn't. And he would just keep talking about his team. And,
I wish I would have seen that.
Hey, Dave, as a player, how much do you appreciate that when a leader, somebody that, with his qualifications and his resume, starts putting the team first and starts talking about the team and the team? There's no I in team, but what's that do for all the other players? I mean, he's a true leader.
Yeah, I mean, let's think of it the opposite. Sometimes I like to pose the opposite. What if the guy kept saying how great he was? You know what I mean? Like how great it was that he just accomplished this and this without you, and you're like, hey, dude, I had to make a pretty good catch because that wasn't a great throw. Like, you know what I mean? Like the thing is that he's gonna save us on third downs. He'll go because he'll just run it, and I think we'll have a couple scheduled plays where he just pulls the ball down and runs. When they overly get aggressive, when Nick Bosa's trying to jump the ball instead of and try to jump the gun, he's going to just run it underneath them.
Well, keep in mind, so when you come up against a running quarterback like that, they say keep your lanes, right?
Right. Stay in your lanes.
So if they stay in their lanes to try to combat Jalen Hurts from running like that, that opens up the long ball. I think we ought to strike early with a couple long passes.
Early and often, Bobby.
Right. I say, stretch the field early and often.
All right, we're broadcasting live on my
like that, don't you, Dave?
We're broadcasting live on my YouTube channel, thelockerroomwithbillyschweim.com.
Get on that.
And we're broadcasting live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. This is Eagles headquarters for the NFC Championship game. $3 Miller Lite drafts. $8 Miller Lite pitchers, specialty drinks, and of course, great food throughout the show. We're giving away his Haason Reddick jersey, so come on down, sign up, put your name in the hat. We have an Haason Reddick jersey, and we have an Eagles prize package with a couple other gifts to give away, courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures has the largest selection of Eagles team jerseys, clothing, hats, novelties in the tri-state area. You'll find the latest styles from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. So log on to fantreasures.com to shop from thousands of styles of team gear or locate any one of their 12 Delaware Valley Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures locations. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, or experience lively atmosphere in the pub. Now, if you want to book a wedding, it's a very beautiful, picturesque location to do so. They have award-winning culinary banquet staff. They customize your menus. They seat up to 275 people. So book now. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. Folks, I'm here to tell you about Lavari's Seafood Bar and Grill. Located on Route 50 at Tuckahoe Road in Petersburg, 8 minutes over the Ocean City's 34th Street Bridge. It's an old-school bar, 18 big-screen TVs, daily specials, open every day at 11 a.m., celebrating 15 years in business. Thursday night is wing night. $1 wings, $2.50 domestic drafts, live music every Friday night. Book a private party. Call Dave Lavari. Dave's a good guy, right, Bob? We've known Dave for a long time. 609-628-2225. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here as we broadcast live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Hey, this is Josh Hennig inviting you to join the 97.3 ESPN team at Casey Ray's Sports Bar and Pub in Vineland, New Jersey, this Sunday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the ultimate Eagles tailgate party. We will have prize giveaways, and come check out the drink specials all game long, courtesy of Jameson Irish Whiskey and Absolute Vodka. So join us this Sunday at Casey Ray's Sports Bar and Pub on Landis Avenue in Vineland from 12 to 2 p.m. and cheer on the Birds to victory.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Rhymes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Rhymes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Rhymes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical. They're number one.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Booking Games in Ocean Casino Resort this football season. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screens. Go to the Gallery. Go to Ocean. Go for the win. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
With GMF financing, qualified buyers excludes Corvette.
It's back! By popular demand, Bennett Chevrolet has brought back GM supplier employee pricing for everyone. That's right. Get to Bennett now. Pick out your new Chevy, and you'll pay what our supplier employees pay, and not one penny more. This is truly amazing, because other dealers are still charging MSRP or more. But Bennett isn't like most dealers. We've got GM supplier employee pricing for everyone on your new Chevy. Think about how much you'll save with Bennett when you pay GM supplier employee pricing compared to the other dealers charging MSRP and above. Plus, with rates as low as 2.99%, you'll save even more. And we're still paying record prices for trades towards any pre-owned in stock. Right now, get a minimum $7,000, even if your trade is total junk. Yes, at least $7,000. Imagine how much we'll pay for a trade that actually runs. And wait till you deal with our non-commissioned sales team. They're paid based on your satisfaction, not how much you spend. Find new roads at Bennett Chevy, Egg Harbor Township, and BennettChevy.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free 97.3 ESPN mobile app.
E-A-G. All right, we're back here in the locker room at yesterday's in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. You got to come down. This is the place to be for it's your Eagles headquarters. Of course, the Eagles and the 49ers kick it off at 3 o'clock. People will be drinking at the Linc.
Yeah, great day to tailgate.
Yeah, beautiful weather, right?
Down here. Come on down here.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
This is the
Creekside.
This is just as good as being at the Linc, man. This place is going to be rocking. Yesterday's has $3 Miller Lite.
Look at I'm getting.
$3.
What am I
Bobby's
getting?
drinking. Look at that, Dave.
A
Bobby's
mimosa.
drinking But you know, Dave never had a drink before.
Is that right? Bill, I'm drinking a mimosa here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
No
All
one
right.
believes me.
I was talking about the teams that we played in the same teams, like a common opponent.
Yeah.
When you beat a team, does that have any bearing? Does that have any bearing on other teams?
I think it does. I think you have matchups, and you look at similar matchups. And I like that stat about mobile quarterbacks. It makes me feel better, but I also go, that's not sometimes numbers are deceiving, and
Right.
sometimes the wins and loss can be deceiving. But if you look at the comparable teams like that, that's a cool comparison. So
Right.
if you look at a team that looks kind of like us, that's the one that I would use.
Dave, I got a question for you. Is for preparedness, you're on the field, you're going through your work, your preliminary workouts and whatnot. There's a player, especially like a wide receiver, that has to do routes and this. You ever feel like, oh my God, I don't have it today? Yeah, I mean, I got up on the wrong side of the bed, or maybe I didn't get proper rest. Like getting sleep the night before. You're so pumped up. How do you got to get a good night's sleep? Talk to us about that.
Right, so you nailed it, because there's a routine that you get in, and there's a routine that that puts you in that state where you go. So you have to have an away routine as well. That
Right.
and you got to do it often enough that you I know my routine to make me feel a certain.
But do you ever get onto the field and say, oh my gosh, this isn't working I got to get in.
Yeah,
my head's not right.
Used to throw me off going to another stadium and then listening to their music.
Right.
I was like, this is my music. Our music, I know, is going to be AC/DC.
Right,
They're gonna
right,
come
right.
out. I know I'm going to get hyped. They're going to play a little rap here and there. And you go to somebody else's place, they could be playing like slow country music, and you're like,
Neil
I can't
Diamond
get
or
hyped up. To
Right,
this.
right. But nowadays, everybody has their own earbuds and headphones.
Yeah,
headphones
that's
and
true.
But still,
everything.
the question that I'm thinking, sometimes you just don't get the proper rest. You get out there, you say, oh my God, I'm not making this turn properly. I gotta adjust. It's the matchup. It's the execution. You gotta be today. Everybody's got to be executing perfectly today, right? You got to be on all 12 cylinders.
No mistakes today.
Yeah.
You gotta.
It's why you stay at a hotel, even if you're staying at home. Everyone stays in
Right,
a hotel.
right.
So you can kind of mimic the same type of thing.
Right. So when you're home,
you stay.
You
in a
still
hotel.
stay in a hotel
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday night.
I got a little funny thing for you, Bill. You want to think that people don't think about. So I'm traveling a lot. I'm always in hotels.
Right.
Right. What am I, 5'9"?
Yeah.
Right. My toes hang off the bed sometimes. Right. These guys are.
Yeah, well,
6 foot. Well, I mean, seriously, you're in a bed. Sometimes the bed's not. I mean, they got to sit. They got to sleep diagonally. You know what I mean? I mean, seriously,
the rooms that they stay in probably are accommodating to their size.
When you know what's crazy?
I'm
on
telling
the flight, we had a guy named Junior C of V. Rest in peace. He was so wide and so big that they couldn't fit him in the first class seat. So when we got on the
kind of
flight,
like Billy with the extension.
when we got on the flight, they had to lay him on the ground. He had to lay down.
Really?
That was
What
the
the
best way they could do it. Lay him down on the ground in between two.
And everybody's stepping over him and everything?
Yep.
Like
and then
Billy
they
when he
said,
goes flying, he's got to get the extension buckle.
yeah, now get back in the seat. That's how wide he was. It's not fat. He was
Right,
that's
right.
how
He was
big
just a
his
big,
hips were.
massive guy.
His arm,
Yeah.
just a massive human being.
But I don't know. I just think, like I said, the execution. These guys, you can't. You gotta execute. So you have to put yourself. You got to eat the right food. You can't wake up. Oh, I got a stomach ache. Stuff like that. Who knows? I mean, both sides.
I mean, you have like players have a baby. Their wives might have just had a baby. They're human, right? I mean, they have distractions.
Chip Kelly was one of those guys that tried to bring that sports science side. This is
Right.
what I do this is what I do. So he tries to bring that sports science side into Philadelphia, but I think he tried to do it without the knowing that it's a relationship built business too.
Right.
And he just tried to do it on sports science. You have to be able to do both. You have to have the sports science side, and then you have to have the.
But you can't be overkill on one.
Yeah,
on one or the other.
you have
Right,
to
I
have the
got
good
you.
mixture of both.
Yeah.
And last week I quoted Coach Vermeil saying people don't care what you know until they know that you care. So
And I love that.
What a
And I love
motivational
that.
thing right
so,
there.
but yeah, if you know all this stuff about sports science, but they don't think that you care about them, they go, I don't know. Like you want to know that your coach is invested in you personally too. It means something.
And speaking of coaches, let's talk about Nick Sirianni and the coaches there.
Right.
First of all, remember he first came in, he was talking about being competitive and watering the flowers and all these.
Yeah, you were very critical of him when you heard that.
And I wasn't the only one.
But I've never seen a coach be so adamant. He could talk. He mixes it up with the fans.
Yeah, he runs up and down.
I mean, I've never seen a coach do that.
Yeah, we were always taught do not address the fans at
Right,
all.
and he did
That's
that.
crazy.
I remember when we would after games, if we spun the towels back at the, I was sitting the bench a lot. So
Yeah, I got that.
I got to turn around, spin the towels when it was like a third and short or something like that, and we're trying to get a first down. And they were like, no spinning the towels.
Really?
Don't rile everybody up. They're already
Right,
hyped up
right,
enough.
right,
We need
right.
it quiet, But he does. Sirianni, he jumps.
Yeah,
up
I just
love
don't.
that.
Have you ever seen that? I mean,
No,
I
I've never
think.
seen it.
Guess what? For the Eagles fans, I think it translates well.
All right,
I think they like it.
So
but
the intern just gave me a great stat. You guys are going to love this. Nick Sirianni, his record since the Flowers speech, he's 19-5. But here's the thing: when you win, right, Dave? When you're winning, all those cliches and all those things you say, they resonate. Yeah. They mean something. Yeah. When you lose, they don't, exactly, right? Everybody's like, look at that.
Bill, it's like it's the family thing. You know, we are family. Right. Everybody, you're playing for the guy next to you.
He preaches family. He preaches togetherness.
I think there's a lot to be said about that.
He preaches competitiveness, and it's resonating with the players. And not only do they have great players, but he's like stirring the pot. He's making sure that everybody's on the same page, and you got to tip your hat to him.
Yeah, and if you can make your players have fun together, without even letting them know it, you're trying to build relationships between each other so that you play above your contract, so that you play for the guy next to you. Or
like you guys, Dave, I know your relationship with Dick Vermeil, Bobby. You got a great relationship with Dick Vermeil. Yeah. When he was your coach, you'd run through a wall for him.
Absolutely. You? There were so many times when you'd have a guy. He didn't have a fining system. We didn't get fines.
Really?
But you had enough people go. Like I had Tony Gonzalez. I wasn't late for the meeting. I was almost late for a meeting, and Tony Gonzalez pinned me up against the locker.
No kid, he grabbed you and lifted you up.
Yes,
yeah?
Out of your mind. And he's like, he gives us this much freedom, and you almost disrespected him.
No kidding.
I had to do one of those rookie things, go get moons over my hammy from Denny's for the receivers, right? I had to go get it, and
so
I was almost late.
It says when you're early, you're on time. When you're on time, you're late.
Yeah.
And so he jacked you up.
Yeah,
wow.
Babe, you must have been freaking out.
Your feet hanging off the
no, we had bucket lockers, so he pushed me in the locker, and I fell down into the seat.
I wonder who would be that guy on the Eagles, Bill? Who would be that guy? Would that be Fletcher Cox? Or would that be Barry? Who would be that guy?
Well, hold on. I think this team seems to be like they're all professional. Like there doesn't seem to be like one loose cannon. And if there is, like Macho Rowe for the Phillies in 1993, you messed up. You had to deal with Darren Dalton. You had to deal with Dave Hollins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I would prefer to pay the fine than have one of my teammates disappointed in me.
Right. You never did that again, though, did you?
Never. No. After that, I said, I'm done with these rookie things. I'll fight anyone, and I'll fight somebody. I'm done with the rookie stuff.
So I think here's another thing too. Like Fletcher, I would say Fletcher Cox. I would say
Brandon
Jason
Graham?
Kelsey, Jason Kelsey. Brandon Graham, and I think Jalen Hurts on offense.
Yeah, I think Jalen Hurts. And you know what? Also, remember they made that Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
that brings you together.
Yeah,
that's a bonding thing right there. You know, did the Niners do a Christmas Carol?
And they wouldn't be doing Christmas carols if they weren't winning. But I think that's a cool.
Josh Henning just texted in. He also said Lane Johnson is another guy.
Is he? See, he's quiet, man. I don't
know, man. Josh knows. I mean,
he's a human encyclopedia. Josh
and by the way, you hear the way Brandon Graham talks trash. I love it.
Yeah, but he does it with a smile.
He does it with a smile. Yeah. And it's all good fun. Like, he's not mean, and he's not like he just come on, baby. You know what I mean? Like
I like it.
And that fires people up too, right, Dave?
Yeah. There's a part of that where he'll never get run out of Philadelphia because if he does stuff.
If he came in, like I said, you never have to buy a drink. He'll never have to buy a drink ever. I'd be buying him a drink right now.
Like these players that win today, if they hope, pray to God they do. But if they win today and they go on to win the Super Bowl, I think these guys can write their tickets.
Bill, what do you usually say? Win today, walk.
Win today, walk together forever.
Yeah,
right.
Any players from the 2016 team on this team still?
Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Jason Kelsey, and Lane Johnson.
Okay,
they're the only four.
I think so. Yeah.
You know what I want to see, and here's something that I'm dying for. I want to see that. What's his name? Covey, the guy that
Covey.
I want to see him. He needs to break one. We gotta have a guy.
Yes, it's going to come down to special teams and turnovers. Dave, let me ask you a question. When you have players that lead by example, and then you have rah-rah players, right? Mm-hmm. What do you think it's essential that you have both?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but you know what though? Taka used to say, "Don't get too high."
Yeah, he would always tell me, like Craig Berube say, "Schweiner, don't get too emotional." Yeah, don't get too emotional. Don't get too high when things are going great. Don't get too low when things are going bad.
That's what Jalen Hurts is.
He's that guy.
It's going great right now.
He's a rock, right there.
Right.
You kind of come back to that, but it's cool to see it on both sides.
Yeah. All right, we're broadcasting live at yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. This is NFL headquarters, the NFC Championship game, Eagles 49ers at 3 o'clock. $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers. We're going to be giving away Eagles Haason Reddick Jersey here today. We got an Eagles prize package courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. They have the largest selection of Eagles team jerseys, clothing, hats, novelties in the tri-state area. You'll find the latest styles from brands like Nike, New Era, Mitchell & Ness, and 47 brand. Log on to fantreasures.com to shop from thousands of styles of team gear or locate any one of their 12 Delaware Valley Pro Image Sports and Fantreasure locations. I want to remind people the second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not fun, it's not golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay is an award-winning private golf club where you are greeted by name. It's home of the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, or experience lively atmosphere in the pub. They are now accepting social memberships starting at $25 a month. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, go down there and say hello to Radio Ron Ralston. Kevin Kelly's down there starting people off. Oh, he's here at yesterday's. Kevin Kelly's here at yesterday's. All right, we got the whole crowd here. Yes, sir. Friends, let me tell you about Maserati, the main line, located just minutes from downtown Philadelphia. They offer a client-focused car buying experience designed to exceed all expectations and invite you to stop and see the area's largest selection of new Maseratis, including the sporty Ghibli midsize sedan or the class-leading Levante, the only SUV worthy of being called a Maserati. Maserati, the main line, also leads the nation in certified pre-owned sales and has the highest quality like new Maseratis available on the market. Your experience does not end at the point of a sale, as Maserati, the main line, offers free pickup and delivery for scheduled service appointments and provides a new Maserati loaner car. So be audacious. Call my good friend Michael Pileggi at RDS Auto Group at 484-804-4800. That's 484-804-4800, or visit them online anytime, motml.com. All right, when we return, we'll talk with the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and Dave Klemic live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern, Marmora, for our Eagles pregame show right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Later today, it's the championship round of the NFL playoffs as we bring you a special doubleheader. Hi, this is Scott Graham. First, the top two seeds in the NFC square off when the Eagles host the 49ers. Then, it's the Chiefs and the Bengals in the AFC title game for the second straight year. Who will advance to Super Bowl 57 in Arizona? Tune in to find out. Hear the playoff picture unfold right here.
Listen to the championship round of the NFL playoffs this Sunday, exclusively on 97.3 ESPN FM.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Calling again, again and again. Calling again, again and again.
Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza, the pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Randazzo's Pizza, there's one right nearby. Randazzo's Pizza, Randazzo's Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine. And I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts in New Jersey, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at BofA.com/New Jersey. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Now, more of The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here at yesterday's Creekside Tavern of Marmora for our Eagles pregame show. It's starting to fill up, Bob.
Yeah, it is.
You can start to feel the enthusiasm here as we get ready for the Eagles 49ers, the NFC Championship game. This is pretty cool, man. I'm so excited, Bobby.
We're playing football in the end of January, February.
I know.
Man.
And I know, Dave Klemic, I know what you're wishing for. You're wishing for Eagles Chiefs Super Bowl.
Wow.
You're Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver here.
Wow.
Yeah, so I brought I have my Eagles salute to service shirt on, and I brought my Chiefs hat. We were originally supposed to be outside.
Yeah.
So I got really bundled up, and I'm sweating my
Look at
butt.
that. That's awesome, man. I like that.
Right.
Look at that.
During the season, every week we have the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, brick, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com.
You know he did mine, right, Bill?
Yeah, let's
He
go
did
to
my concrete.
Let's go to the Maserati, the Mainline Sports Hotline, and welcome in my fantasy football guru and yours, Brian Hartley. So, Brian, I hear you're on your way to the Linc.
Nice.
Well, Brian, I just want to say this. This will probably be, I don't know if you want to check in, not as the fantasy football guru, but just as the guru next week. But this will be your last weekend officially with us. And I want to thank you for all the work that you do. It's not easy, Bob. He's got to do a lot of homework, Dave, and, studying and knowing everybody's roster. And Brian, I want to thank you. We really appreciate your contribution into the locker room. No, because, the Eagles, the line has moved a little bit in just this morning. It's up to 3 now. The Eagles are -3. What is your opinion on the Eagles being just a 3-point favorite?
Wow.
Number 1 and number 2 defense playing against each other, but the Eagles are out. They got 22 out of 22 starters that are going to play today at the beginning of the season. So, this time of year, that's huge for a team that could be healthy going at this point. And we'll see what happens.
Hey, Brian, what do we know about Maddox? I mean, this is going to be his first game back in Avante Maddox. So, do you know anything about his status?
Right. Now, Brian, from a fantasy football standpoint, Kristen McCaffrey, Debu Sample, and, of course, Brandon Ayuk And George Kittle, they've been fantasy, guys. They score a lot of points. This is a high-powered offense. Yeah.
He's been a guy that they've leaned on a lot too because of McCaffrey's history with injuries. They don't want to give him the full load. It is the NFC Championship now, but if Mitchell can't go, Kevin Coleman's a guy that's been able to catch the ball out of the backfield as well, and it's a unique weapon. So that is something a little different. The Eagles have to look out for. I think even if Mitchell does play, they're going to have to keep an eye on this. I think somehow they will find a way to work ball into the plan to give McCaffrey a break. And like I said, Watkins coming out of the backfield catches the ball really well, and he's got good speed. So that's going to be an issue we're going to have to keep an eye on. But yeah, they're loaded. They've got all the weapons that we have at all the different skill positions. The question mark is going to be the quarterback. Up to this point, he's played wonderful. Probably the unbelievable story. But the Eagles defense is probably going to be the best defense that they've gone over. And however we can get those rattled, and they look like a rookie in this row.
Yeah, we're anticipating. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
I'm with you there too.
I think with the weapons that we have, the RPO, Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, they're two number one wide receivers. I know George Kittle is the 49ers tight end. I would give him a little bit of an edge over Dallas Goedert, not by much. So I think this is going to be high. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Makes it a little closer at the end of the game, but I think the Eagles take control of it early. I love the fact that they talked about not deferring possibly if they get the point off here. I think even the whole field, nothing would be better than like last week. You get the ball, you go right down the field, and you start off on a high note, get in the end zone, and get that crowd going behind it because that's going to be a big factor today.
By the way, just been handed a note. The Eagles fans have been tailgating there since 4 a.m.
What did they do yesterday? What did the last game? Didn't they have to go over to the Wings game or something? Wasn't there something that
there was a Wings game
to get to beat the parking?
They were over there wiping the grease off the poles.
Brian, are you going to be sitting next to our buddy Scott? Wow. Well, fantasy football guru Brian Hartley, we really appreciate you contributing to the locker room throughout the football season with your fantasy football plays. And listen, man, enjoy the game down there. Bring us a home win and get us into the Super Bowl.
Woohoo!
All right, so the guru, let me just get this straight. Guru says Eagles 31-27. All right, Brian, as always, we really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Go Birds. Go Birds.
There's the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley, brought to you by Padula Masonry. Ron Padula has been in business for 25 years. With his experience, when you choose Padula Masonry to complete your project, you're choosing peace of mind. Foundations, concrete, bricks, stone, stucco, pavers, and more. You name it. If it has cement, they do it. That's Padula Masonry. Give them a call at 609-399-8009 or check out the website at padulamasonry.com. I don't know, Dave. You can feel it. You can feel the energy, the anticipation, the excitement growing.
So here I'm driving over here today, pick up my Starbucks, right? And now Starbucks is like a library. It's kind of quiet in there, Right. They were loud. Everyone was wearing green, and it was more like a bar than it was anything.
So I have to tell you what I did last night. You're gonna die laughing. Right. So I had a couple cocktails, adult beverages.
What? No.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, well, get ready watching the Sixers, whatnot. Then I went over to the Ocean City. I pedaled my bike to the Ocean City girls basketball game. Let's go. It was in. So I got up on the boardwalk and I'm passing Manco. right? And people in there, and I just stopped, put my head in the window, and let's go! I just shouted at the top of my lungs, "Let's go Eagles!" They're all looking, and then I did it. I stunned them, and then I did it again. Then I took off.
Yeah, this is so cool because when your professional sports team wins, it galvanizes the whole community. Like you turn on the news, everything. You walk into stores and shops, and everybody's got Eagles green on. Everybody's pumped up, Dave.
Everybody, even Eddie B. Earlier.
Yeah, hey, you got Eddie B. wearing an Eagles green today.
I like what he said because he said, when we played the Eagles, we actually go that. He looked at it and goes, he hates the Eagles probably. Right? He's like, that's the team that's going to win the Super Bowl there. That's who they are. So I like that he said that.
You know what's funny? Like I said, I have layovers. I was in San Francisco last month, and the van driver that picks us up at the hotel, he was hoping for an Eagles-Niners out there.
Right.
He's hoping for an Eagles-Niners situation. We got the best two teams in the NFC representing. So, man,
the NFL really knocked it out of the park this year. They have the two best teams in the NFC. And
it's an East Coast, West Coast thing, so the whole country's involved.
And the two best teams in the AFC, and it's going to be a great Sunday of action.
Yeah, and there's I did say, I thought coming in, all 4 teams that are still left are the teams that I thought would be still left at this point. I thought Buffalo maybe would.
Yeah, I like Buffalo, but I'll tell you this Joe Burrow guy, when we we'll probably see him in the Super Bowl.
Well, I want the Chiefs.
Do you really? Yeah, for Dave's sake.
Could you imagine, and let's not look forward, but I can't help it. Could you imagine the storylines with Andy Reid?
I know.
Could you imagine all that?
Yeah.
Dick Vermeil, his connection.
Hey, what side are you sitting on if that happens, man?
Yeah, you know what David will be like. He'll be like the president at the Army Navy game. He'll have to sit on the Eagles side. Then they'll walk you down. They'll pass you off from general to general, and they'll take you up the other side.
Yeah, I cheer on both sides.
By the way, Burrow is 3-0
against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
against the
you didn't have to give me that stat, Andrew.
No, but guess what? I'm pulling for the Chiefs. But remember, that was my favorite that was my AFC team, AFL team when we were kids.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
and we have a South Jersey kid playing running back and doing a great job out there. I mean, he's crushing.
He's from Violent or something?
Yeah, Violent. I was doing a TV game when he was in high school. He was a quarterback, and he was a quarterback. And he was running the ball like a fullback.
I think there's a Rutgers kid on that defensive back. There's a kid from Rutgers, too, I think, on Kansas City. Well, he's a defensive back. I forget his name. But
either way, it's going to be a great day in football today. We're broadcasting live here at Yesterday's. This is the place to be. Come on down. Get your seat early. We're Eagles headquarters right here. We're getting you ready for kickoff at 3 o'clock. We're giving away an Eagles jersey, Haason Reddick Jersey. Got to be here to win. Eagles prize package, courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Log into fantreasures.com and shop for thousands of styles. Get your Eagles gear at Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Now, on the other side, when we get back, we're gonna get our predictions.
Yeah,
we're gonna get Chuck Thompson up here, the general manager here at Yesterday's. We'll get his pick, and we'll get Bobby's pick, Dave Klemic's pick, and we're gonna get you ready. Come on down to Yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora for the Eagles pregame show. Of course, we're getting you all excited and ready for the game. The second hour of the locker room is brought to you by the Great Bay Country Club, where it's not just golf, it's fun. Make Great Bay Country Club your club. Great Bay's award-winning private golf club, where you are greeted by name. It's over the 3-hour and 58-minute round. You can play on their 18-hole championship golf course, enjoy fine dining, experience lively atmosphere in the pub. For more information, go to greatbay.com or give them a call at 609-927-5071. Great Bay Country Club in Summers Point, New Jersey. See why it's always a great day at Great Bay. And, of course, when you get down there, say hello to Radio Ron Ralston, Ryan Owen, of course, our good friend Kevin Kelly. Want to remind people that just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that's run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll get everybody's prediction. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, and Dave Klemic right here at Yesterday's Creekside Tavern for our Eagles pregame show on 97.3 ESPN.
This is the home for Eagles playoff football. The Eagles host the San Francisco 49ers later today in the NFC Championship game.
The Philadelphia Eagles have reached the NFC Championship game.
Pre-game coverage starts at 2 p.m. with all the play-by-play action starting at 3 p.m. This is where the Philadelphia Eagles play. 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's official Eagles station.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson and Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Fast just got a whole lot faster. Xfinity has the fastest internet with up to 6 gig speed. You heard that right. Xfinity just increased internet speeds again. And Xfinity Mobile gives you can't-catch-me speeds. Plus, get the best price for 2 lines of unlimited, saving you 45% over Verizon. The fastest internet, the fastest mobile service, and major savings? Can't argue with the facts. Learn more, or now through March 21st, get started for $30 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile for 2 full years with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com/faster, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. Xfinity Internet required. Compares 2 Xfinity Mobile Unlimited intro lines and 2 Verizon 5G Welcome Unlimited lines. Reduced speeds after 20 gigabytes of usage. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Data thresholds and actual speeds may vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the 97.3 ESPN free mobile app.
All right, we're back here in the locker room with Billy Schweim, Bobby Schweim, Dave Klemic, as we broadcast live from yesterday's Creekside Tavern in Marmora. Come on down. This is Eagles headquarters. $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers, specialty drinks. You get the Philly special down here, Bobby, and of course the bar food, the wings. The sliders are phenomenal. And, of course, you like the nachos.
Steak nachos.
All right, right now we're going to welcome into the locker room the general manager of yesterday's. We've been here all season long. Chuck Thompson's in the house. Chuck, man, this is great, and it's culminating into the NFC Championship game here at yesterday's.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great season with you guys. When that alarm went off at 5:08 this morning, getting out of here at 1:30 last night, guess what? Geez. I jumped out of bed and I was ready for a big
pumped up like toast?
I am pumped up.
This has been fun. You said to me last week that this place was off the hook for the NFC for the divisional round last week. It's going to be even more so today. But we're giving away Eagles Haason Reddick Jersey. We'll give that away at 2:00, and a prize package courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. What else you got going on down here, Chuck?
Billy, we got the places already filling up. As I said yesterday, get here early because it will be standing room only. We have the outside patio is fully heated, full sound out there. We're ready for a party today.
Yeah, it's going to be nuts. All right, Chuck. We've watched the Eagles win every game. 14-1 as far as 14-3. Jalen Hurts played he had an exceptional season. The defense is unbelievable. The number 1 defense against the number 2 defense. How do you see this shaking out, Chuck?
As I said yesterday, Billy, I think it's a 27-13 victory.
Wow, 27-13.
Late pick 6 by James Bradbury. Push it away.
Wow. This place is going to go. This whole area, if they win tonight, can you imagine they're greasing the poles in Philadelphia as it is? It's going to be crazy.
I think we're going to grease the poles here.
Well, who's your big star today, Chuck?
I think it's Haason Reddick coming around the edge.
Reddick.
Well, Bill, listen, Chuck, that's astute, homegrown kid,
right?
You know he wants to put up a star. You know what I mean? His kid wants to shine. I think that's really, Chuck. I like that. I like the
not
way
because
you're
we're
thinking
giving
on
away a Haason Reddick. Has nothing to do with it.
I think it's a Devontae Smith game too.
Okay.
A lot of focus on A.J. Brown. Devontae Smith on a 75-yard deep ball at one point today.
You know, Chuck, if there's one thing that we can expose it, their defense is 20th against the pass. So
that's right.
If there's one thing we can do, we probably throw the ball at them, right?
That's right. We're going to throw the ball. A couple short ones over the middle, Dallas Goedert, and like I said, a bomb to Devontae Smith. And this place will be going absolutely nuts.
All right, this is the place to be. Yesterday's in Marmora, Eagles pregame show. Thank you, Chuck Thompson. As always, we really appreciate it. All right, Bobby Schweim, what's your pick?
Okay, this is the way I feel kind of crazy doing this, but it's what my gut's telling me. I'm thinking 34-20. I think we're gonna surprise these guys.
All right, 34-20. Bobby, Dave Klemic jumping back in here. What do you say, Dave?
All right, so 34-24.
That's what.
Okay, 34-24.
10 points, and I think that it's going to be a little bit of scoring at the end.
Okay. All right, I'm looking at everybody's score. I get to go last. I'm going to say the Eagles are going to go off. They're going to score 40 points today. Wow. They're going to score. Wow. They're going to make a mockery of this crucial contest. And we're going to win, and we're going to win it big, and we're going to the Super Bowl, guys. 40-23 Eagles. I want to thank Chuck Thompson for having us here all season long. It's the NFC Championship game, Eagles, 49ers. Come on down to yesterday's. We're going to be giving away the Haason Reddick jersey and Eagles prize package, courtesy of Pro Image Sports and Fantreasures. Specialty drinks, $3 Miller Lite drafts, $8 Miller Lite pitchers. This is the place to be. I'm all excited, Bob, for an Eagles win.
Let's go, Birds.
Let's go, Birds. Dave Klemic, thank you, as always, for coming on down. I want to thank Ed Barkowitz, the fantasy football guru, Brian Hartley.
Nick's in the studio.
Yeah, Nick Earnshaw back in the studio. Ariel.
Hey, this is Josh Eric inviting you to join the 97.3 ESPN team at Casey Ray's Sports Bar and Pub in Violin, New Jersey, this Sunday from 12 to 2 p.m. for the ultimate Eagles tailgate party.